Hi, this is Casey Feicht with KidsYogaGuide.com. Namaste and play! I'm really excited that you're here watching this video today, and I have some great information to share with you. So I created KidsYogaGuide.com, the website, about 4 years ago, and for a long time I was publishing regular blogs and putting a lot of great information on there and still keeping it somewhat active. There's a lot of videos and resources on there. And I've been tinkering around with a membership site, and so this membership site that I want to share with you about is still in the kind of the pilot or the beta phase, but I want you to hear all about it, so I'm going to share with you. And if you want more information, make sure you go to KidsYogaGuide.com and sign up for the free kids class. That will get you on my newsletter. You'll get a password for that, and then you can be in the know when the membership is live. So this Kids Yoga membership site, it's namasteandplay.com, and it's just packed full of great content. So in there will be the art of kids yoga business. There are resources in there. There are training manuals in there, how to teach kids yoga, how to teach tweens and teens and do partner yoga. There's information about the chakras. There is information for teaching toddlers and baby and family and the business, like I mentioned, of kids yoga, the art of teaching kids yoga, and there's so many things. We're going to be doing live hangouts. There's some hangouts already in there that you can watch. There's some Q&As. There's a whole forum where you can interact with me and other members and really dive deep into all the questions that you'll have about teaching kids yoga. There's information in there about classroom management, lesson plans. You can post your own lesson plan. You can host a video with me and we can discuss a lesson plan. And really it's about creating community. We all want to belong and connect. And I don't know about you, but if you've shared yoga with kids, you may be like me where you feel like you're the lone wolf. You're the only one out there. You love yoga, you love kids, you may have your own kids, you may be a school teacher, and it can be very isolating. And really this membership site is a place to end that isolation, where you can connect with others who have that same desire to create peace in the world through the practice of yoga. So there's videos in there, there's audios in there, all kinds of great stuff. This is a work in progress, and actually it's just like life. We're all works in progress. We're constantly growing and changing. It will be growing and changing, and tons of content will be added at all times. So myself and my team will be in there sharing lots of great information for you. And this membership site is for you. You may be wondering, well, what, I'm a parent and I have a child and I love yoga and they love yoga, but I don't know anything about teaching yoga to them. So this membership site's for you. It's going to show you things that you could do around the kitchen table, in your front yard in the summer, in the house in the winter, where you can share yoga with your kids. You don't have to have any special training. The tools are in the membership site for you. Maybe you are a 200-hour yoga teacher and you just got kind of burnt out in teaching in the studios, or there's too many teachers and not enough people coming to your class, so you're looking for a specific niche. This membership site is for you because all the tools and tips that you need to start sharing yoga with kids are in this membership site. Maybe you're a wannabe. I love that. When I was a kid, actually in the 80s, I'm going to age myself here, there was that song by the Spice Girls, Wannabe, which I just loved back then. But kids talk about, like, I want to be this, I want to be that, and they also make fun of each other, being, you're a wannabe. But a wannabe is someone who is acting as if they want to be something, and the best way to do that is to jump in, to learn the skills. It's to start practicing. This happens, I have my teacher training 3 or 4 times a year, and I have my teachers go through the training. They learn all the skills and tools, and they want to be kids yoga teachers. Well, if they do nothing, they won't be kids yoga teachers. They've been trained, but they're not. So it's important that you jump in. You start observing, you start teaching. We all learn through teaching. I love that after teaching kids yoga for over 10 years, yesterday I was teaching a class and I learned something new. Frozen is the big movie right now that all the kids know all the songs, and it's huge. And we were doing a sun salutation, and the little girl wanted to make the silly voice of doing a sun salutation with Olaf. So we did a funny sound like this in Olaf. It was crazy. It cracked me up. And I'm like, oh, and just learn something new, because so much of teaching yoga to kids is learning from them. The way I like to think of it is my students, my kids in my classes, they are the enlightened teachers, and they're teaching me. But if I am open, I'm receptive, I am willing to learn from them, I come in with a plan that's flexible, that's like kind of like silly putty. You can stretch it out, ball it up, throw it out. You know, I learn from them, and we have an amazing experience together. And I have found that my new teachers have gone through my teacher training. I've trained hundreds of them at this point. They don't really understand that until they start to experience it. And you can't understand that until you experience it. But in this membership site, you will have an exclusive place where you can connect with other people who really get that, and you can practice on each other and teach each other and learn from each other and have that encouragement and that hope and that inspiration and that motivation to go out and share this with you know, the kids in your community, whether you're teaching in the parks or in the studios or in the schools or in people's homes, doing birthday parties. There's so many opportunities to share yoga with the kids. Camps. I'm so excited. We have 6 weeks of summer camp coming up here, and they're almost all full and they're almost all happening. So it's very exciting. Kids yoga is becoming so popular, and because of that, it's important that we work together so that our kids are getting the solid message of the value that we're bringing to them. I also just met with someone last night who has, and this is becoming a weekly occurrence, who has tried to share yoga with kids without any trainings, without any skills, and you know, out of the words of her mouth, she said it flopped. And unfortunately, every time that happens, it hurts our industry a little bit, because parents or the kids are like, oh, yoga's not for me. But really, you know, if you have the skills, if you have the connections with other kids yoga teachers in the membership site, in your community that we're building online, maybe there's nobody else in your community doing this. Here is your community. We are here for you to support you in this process. So I'm taking a look at my notes real quick. I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. Again, the membership site is all about engaging and belonging and connecting to this community. The internet in some ways has disconnected us, but it can also reconnect us if we use it powerfully and peacefully for purposes that benefit ourselves and our children. And we know that our children are growing up on iPads, on iPhones, on tablets, and you know, other kinds of phones as well. They are immersed in this technology. So let's make sure we use it for good, and that's exactly what our membership site is. So go check out namasteandplay.com. You can see it there. There's a video there that walks you through it as well. And also to make sure you go to kidsyyogaguide.com and sign up for your free online class. It's a 45-minute class. You can watch me doing a live class. It's not you know, a production class where the kids look perfect. It's real kids being kids in a class. And get your free ebook, get your free video there, and then you'll be on my newsletter list. Make sure you add Casey at kidsyyogaguide.com to your address book, and that way when the announcement of this membership site is up, you can grab the special offer. Oh my gosh, one more thing I totally forgot about, and I'm super excited about this, is within the membership site is a challenge. There are daily tasks that you can check off, and there are points that you can accumulate, and you can win this challenge. And there are lots of prizes. I'm going to leave you in suspense about what they are, but some hints of them are you know, I'll tell you what. There's going to be some coaching with me, private coaching, which is valued at $100 per hour. So you could win that, and that can be very powerful to help you share yoga with kids. So thank you so much for taking time to connect with me today. If you felt like this video was valuable and helped you, please spread it, share it with your friends, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste and play every day.